So a few people ask me, how do I charge it? Because they know I have a Tesla. If you don't remember, I still have a Tesla. And I have the wall connector, the one signed by Elon. Thank you everyone for using my referral code. So I have that charger, but of course, this is an Audi e-tron GT. Can't use a Tesla charger for that. But can you? The really cool thing about this car is it charges really fast at one of their superchargers. Well, it's not their charge. I guess it technically is because of Dieselgate, they had to put those out there. Anyway, with Electrify America, this thing can charge at 270 kilowatts, which is really fast, but that's on a road trip. And we haven't done a road trip yet, and I haven't charged it that way yet. But we charge it at home, like most people do with their electric vehicles. So this and the Porsche are kind of unique where they have on the passenger side, a charger. This is where the fast charger is, where the CCS adapter goes, or where the CCS charger goes to. This is just normal J1772, and then you have the CCS charger that's on the passenger side. And then on the driver's side, you just have a J1772. In the United States, the slower charger is on the driver's side, and the faster charger is on the passenger side. So that gives you options when you're charging at home, because sometimes you have to figure out where you're putting your charger based off of how you pull into your garage. Some people back into their garage and some people pull into their garage. This way you have options. But what do you do if you just have a Tesla charger? Well, let me show you what I did. I ended up getting this adapter. I bought this adapter from TeslaTap. I bought it from TeslaTap. This is their new TeslaTap Mini, and this is a Tesla charger to a J1772, which is really cool. But this is really nice because this is really compact. You can easily put this in the car, and this is not much bigger than what you get from Tesla for a J1772. That's a mouthful. They should really rename that. But this has a couple cool features. And no, this is not sponsored or anything. I purchased this. This was like $300 or $2 something. I can't remember. Because I purchased the 80 amp version because I figure when I go on trips, I can stay at hotels with destination chargers for Teslas. And that can plug into here. This will plug into the car and we can charge. Because this thing here is basically a destination charger. This clips right on. That clips right on, and that fits right in the hole, and we're good to go. We charge. The really cool feature that I really like about this is, see that hole right here, and see that hole right there? I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, you can put a lock here and a lock there. That way when you're charging out there, no one can steal this charger, because like I said, this is pretty expensive. But this saved me from having to buy another charger for the wall. Maybe one that has Tesla, or actually taking the portable one that comes with this, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. But then it makes it more difficult to take it with you when you go places. Like my mother-in-law's house. I'll be able to plug that right into their NEMA 1450 outlet, and we can charge this car. And then we can take this with us when we go on trips. Just gotta get a couple locks. Really cool. I'll have a link for this. There's no affiliation or anything like that. I ended up getting it on Amazon, so I guess there would be an affiliate if you buy it for there. It was about the same prices from their store, from their website versus Amazon, but Amazon had faster shipping. So how do you charge it? You just push on the bottom, it releases it. You grab the plug, and you stick it right on there. Really that easy. This will turn green once it starts charging, but you can see right over here that the Tesla wall connector is charging the Audi e-tron GT. Now say you didn't have that in your house, you didn't have a Tesla, this is maybe your first electric vehicle. I'm going to show you what the Audi e-tron connector looks like. It's very similar. There's some differences to it that I have to figure out once I plug it in, because I don't have a raw NEMA 1450 outlet in my garage. I just had them install that right away. Let me get it out and I'll show it to you. So this giant suitcase is the charger, and this is the first time I'm opening this too, so I probably should have done this at the dealership. So this is definitely way larger than what Tesla has, and it's probably unnecessary. Oh, this is definitely unnecessarily large. There's some Allen keys. This is the NEMA 1450 adapter. This comes with the NEMA 1450 adapter. Your Tesla doesn't. And it also comes with a wall adapter. And then this is the charger. J1772 with a cap on the back of that. Pretty long cable, looks like. So this is the brains of the device. Once you plug it in, you can set this to your home. You can set security on this. So what you want to do is you take this end, well, you lift this up, remove the cover, slide this in, adjust, and oh, that's a little, oh, there we go. Snaps in there, and there's also a set screw. That's what this is for, so you can leave that in there. If this is what you always use, you can leave that in there so it doesn't come out. And then you would plug this into a NEMA 1450 outlet. This would dangle. Right from this, you can set up how much charging you want. If you want it to 100%, 90%, and 80%, things like that. The good thing about an e-tron is they save 10% of the battery, so you can actually fully charge this thing without hurting the battery. So you can charge it to 100% every day. And then there's different menus right on here. Again, I have not plugged this in yet. Looks like 9.6 kilowatt type 1 40 amp charger. I'm not sure if it gives you 40 amps or it outputs 40 amps, but you get a little less. I'm not sure. We'll have to see once I plug this into my mother-in-law's house. We'll take this giant suitcase there. I don't know why this is so big, but you know, I guess it makes it easier to put inside here. And that charger is just like what you get with a Porsche Taycan. A little different as far as the screen goes. I think the screen is bigger on a Porsche Taycan, but not bad, not a bad solution to that. And you can get any charger you want to. You can buy a charger on Amazon. Any J11772 will work here. You don't have to use that, and you can just leave it in the box and leave it in the frunk, so you have it everywhere you go. I got the adapter because I have this and the Tesla. It makes it so much easier. Plus, again, like I said, with the 80 amp version, make sure you don't buy the 40 amp version. There's plenty of adapters that are a lot cheaper on Amazon. But if you get the 40 amp version, you can't take that and plug it into a destination charger that maybe is putting out 80 amps. Because you're going to burn that thing up. It's going to be pushing that much power through there, and it's going to either affect the charger, the cable. There could be some major issues. So I went ahead and got the 80 amp one. Then I have no issues whatsoever. I can plug in pretty much anywhere. Now I know what you might be thinking. Does this work at a supercharger? And unfortunately, no, not yet anyway, because Elon said he's going to be unlocking those superchargers in the future, but they are not unlocked yet. I did actually, I mean, it fits right on everything. I did go to the supercharger for a thumbnail for the video when we picked up this vehicle, and the little light over there saying it's charging, it showed up red because the car has to talk to the supercharger to allow charging, because it has to know what's going on. But in the future, when Elon unlocks all that stuff, it's going to be on an app where I can just say what supercharger I'm at. Well, I probably can't plug this into it because this is only 80 amps. But there's going to be probably an adapter that will be needed as well. That, of course, Tesla will sell to you for either $500 or $1,000 because they like those round numbers. And I think I'm okay with that. They're the ones who put out the superchargers, and there's plenty of them. Most of these vehicles, the Porsche Taycan, this, and all the e-trons will be going to Electrify America charging stations because they're all over the place. They can charge up to 350 kilowatts, but there's not too many. I don't think there's any vehicle that can do that yet. So this probably will be able to go to 300, just like Tesla's going to up theirs to 300 eventually, and maybe 350. With the e-tron, you get three years of supercharging for free through Audi. Kind of you get half hour at a time. So really hope that you get that fast charging in there, because this car can actually charge from 10% to 80% with all conditions correct. You know, Electrify America doesn't have the best record for everything working properly. But with everything working properly, you can charge from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes. That is really fast. Most of the time you don't charge at 80%, especially on a trip, but with this, if you're getting those super high speeds, then you would. Because the name of the game isn't really how much range you have on a long trip anyway. It's really how long you're waiting at each charger before you go to the next one on a trip. And that's a big difference. Tesla has a big curve where it drops off really fast, so you're sitting there for 20, 25 minutes just to get maybe 60, 50% battery to get you to the next supercharger. If you want to go to 80%, you're there for an hour. So it makes a big difference on a trip. And that's why I think that this vehicle is going to be great on long trips. And we got a trip coming up here soon with a bunch of Teslas and this, and we're going to have a race. A lot of people are emailing me. If you want to be involved in that, email me, let me know. We're going to be going from Charlotte to Jacksonville, Florida. Haven't dialed in what weekend it'll be, but it'll be on a weekend, and we'll have dinner in Jacksonville somewhere, and then a nice ride back. So if you have a non-Tesla vehicle, but you have a Tesla charger, take a look at, what is this company again? TeslaTaps. They have a good mini charger. They also have other adapters that are cheaper. I suggest going for the big dog. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya. You know, the other bad part is these things don't close all by itself. I do miss that in the Tesla. But this is Karen's car. I drive the Tesla.